There's like holiday trade.
Right.
And then there's boyfriend trade. Have you turned it? Let me control your brain. Mandalorian. One word. You.
Welcome to the Logo Spill Bar, where the signature cocktail is always tea, bitch. I'm your bartender and host, Johnny Sibilly, and our guest joins us with an Emmy Award, a GLAAD Award, and a SAG Award under her Mugler belt. From the cover of Time magazine to the Mount Rushmore of queer icons, please welcome my girl, Laverne Cox.
Johnny! Johnny, do you like my look, Johnny? Oh, it's so good to see you, Johnny. Oh. Girl.
Mwah. Mwah. I'm so happy you're here.
I'm feeling very Maryland. Like, should I do the whole interview like this?
Honestly?
Or, Johnny, do you like my look?
Honestly, I would love if you did the whole thing like that.
Let's see.
Before we get into it, I want to say, we met many, many years ago.
Yes.
I think it was 2014. I had just recently moved to New York. I started taking this acting class. The first day I go in, I see a performance by you. And I left the class thinking, I have to be a part of this. Thinking that is a brave bitch to just be herself in front of all these people. And it really allowed me to say, I can show up as queer as I am, as femme as I am. And I wouldn't be here today in this bar if I didn't have that moment where I got permission from you in that class.
Thank you.
So I want to say, cheers, bitch.
Cheers. I think about that now, and I think about so much of my life and having to be like the representative of the community. I've always acknowledged that there's many of us, but like for a while, you know, I was one of the more known trans people, and it was this responsibility. Yeah. And so I would allow that freedom in my work as an artist. When I acted, I would allow that freedom. But when I did interviews, I would be I'd be a respectable Black woman who, you know, represented and had statistics and all the things. Yes. And I can do that, and I like doing that. But that freedom is like everything. And we're gonna be free today.
We're gonna be free today.
We're gonna be free today, honey.
All right, because what? This ain't Good Morning America, bitch. Recently, there was a viral moment that you had on the red carpet with Nava, trans actress from Baby Reindeer.
Hi. Oh my God.
I'm supposed to keep it together. I'm the host.
Did you have any idea that that would resonate with everyone that was watching as much as it did?
We prep a lot for the red carpet. Like, we usually have these question sessions that are like 5 to 6 hours long. I was just like, I'm just gonna wing this. I just need to be in the moment. And I was proud in the same way that I was proud of Michaela J. When she got her Emmy nomination, Rain Valdez, when she got her Emmy nomination. And I'm getting emotional now, but what is so beautiful about it is 10 years ago, this year, that I got my first Emmy nomination. It became the first openly trans person to be nominated for an acting Emmy, but I'm not the last. And we have yet to win, but that feels like a legacy. It feels like when I see trans girls walking the Victoria's Secret fashion show, I'm like, these are my babies. When I see Hunter Schafer on Euphoria or in a Mugler campaign or Hari Neff in the Barbie movie, I'm just like...
I love looking at your Instagram because you're always shouting out the girls. Like, you're not even your close friends. You're just always happy when other people are succeeding, and it's so beautiful.
But it's succeeding, but it's also doing good work. So it's Nava. It's not just that she got an Emmy nomination. It's that the work was good.
The work was good,
I'm about, have you delivered? Have you brought it?
Right.
Can you act? Can you sing? Can you walk? I'm like, you need to bring it. It's not just that you've had a moment. Have you turned it?
Yeah.
I want to see you turn it. Right. I'm into excellence.
Word.
And so that is what gets me excited. For trans, Black, white, anything. Like, are you turning it? Are you
America,
letting us have
turning it? Yeah.
Are you letting us have it? Are you serious? Is the work there?
Right.
That's what I'm about.
Period. Well, speaking of the work,
Yes, darling.
you were just in a Netflix film, The Uglies, where you played Dr. Cable. What did you love about being an absolutely rotted bitch?
Oh God. The prep for it was so much fun.
Yeah.
And it was a dream to be this sort of villainous character in this sci-fi world and the costumes and just the whole thing. I loved getting to manipulate and to bring people in and draw them in and make them feel like, oh yes, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go and have this surgery and let me control your brain. It was just delicious and fabulous and a dream and something I've been manifesting working in that genre. And it speaks to the power of manifestation and it was just...
Okay, so you are the master of the red carpet. So spill the tea. What is it really like looking like a goddess while working in a high-pressure environment like that?
It's so easy. Like, I was born to do it. It's like I roll out of bed. Yeah. I literally, I just roll out of bed, and put on a little lip gloss and don't watch any of the shows or movies. And I just boom, magic. Oh, no. It's so much work.
Yeah.
It's so much work. 2 years ago, I got a Google alert, and Melissa Rivers, they had asked her about my work on the red carpet, and she's like, she's brought fun back to the red carpet, and I just saw that and I cried. I had obviously met Joan a few times. I did Fashion Police and had met Melissa several times. There's just something really validating about hearing that from her, but it's exhausting.
Yeah. Well, if you did reboot Fashion Police, who would be on your panel?
I wouldn't reboot Fashion Police.
Oh, okay.
Fashion Police was a moment. And I don't think we could do Fashion Police again, honestly.
Yeah.
I think it was a moment, and it was a Joan Rivers moment.
Yeah.
That was iconic, that you don't replicate. We're in a different space with fashion and critiquing fashion, and it's just a new day. And that there's both good and bad things about that. Right. It's so funny. My Instagram algorithm knows me so well. Classic Joan Rivers videos pop up. And she was so bold and politically incorrect. And I saw her live a few times at the Cutting Room. Did you ever go to the Cutting Room shows? Girl, she was foul-mouthed and brilliant.
For some reason, it coming from her always felt like there was love behind even the craziest of things.
Because there was. And she had the biggest heart. When I did Fashion Police as a guest, she would do stand-up during the commercial break. So we taped it, but when we would take a little break for commercial, she would go to the small audience there and just start doing stand-up. And part of me is like, is she trying out new material? I think it was she needed that connection with an audience. She was the sweetest person you would meet.
Speaking of the red carpet, you've seen a lot of hot men, up close and personal, which is different from our screens. So I'm going to name some culturally hot men, and in the spirit of Aretha Franklin, you can respond in one word or beautiful gowns.
Okay.
Jacob Elordi.
Fuckable.
Ooh. Work. I agree. Jeremy Allen White.
One word. You. In terms of beautiful gowns.
All right.
He's a brilliant actor.
Yeah. Beautiful gowns.
Brilliant actor.
Beautiful gowns.
Beautiful gowns.
Ricky Martin.
I'm trying to think of hot in Spanish.
Guapo.
Guapo. Ricky Martin, still He's got it. I know he doesn't want me. I literally said on the red carpet, they cut it. Ooh. They cut it on at the end of the interview. I was like, you look good. I was like, Ricky could still get it, even if he won't it for me. And then he kind of was like, oh, it's okay. He laughed and they cut it.
Yeah.
I was like, you could still get it. Ricky Martin is fine.
I know. I call him the blueprint.
Guapo.
Michael B. Jordan.
Guapo. Michael B. Jordan. That's not one word. That's
it's an action. Yes. Harrison Ford.
Beautiful gown.
Donald Glover.
Beautiful gowns.
Pedro Pascal. Not bad.
I'm trying to find the word.
I feel like that was off the bone.
Mandalorian.
Timothy Chalamet.
Cougar.
Oh.
I'm the cougar.
Yeah. Chris Hemsworth.
Succulent.
Ooh. Brad Pitt.
Beautiful gowns.
So poised, so polite. And that was Hot or Beautiful Gowns. What's your favorite part of your naked body?
Oh. That's a good question. I love my breast. Yeah.
What's your favorite part of the naked body?
Depends on the body.
Ooh.
Right? It depends on, with my ex-boyfriend, God, there were a lot of good parts. His ass was amazing.
I love a good ass.
It was like that baseball player you know what I'm talking about? Like, why do baseball players have these like, it was so good.
Is it the running?
He did squats too anymore. He worked out every day. His ass was amazing. His whole body was amazing though. Yeah.
Well, you've said recently you deleted your roster from your phone. And I've been there. What type of man makes Laverne Cox's roster?
Okay, Johnny. So I've been in a relationship for the past 4 years and we just broke up. And part of the deleting of the roster was like, I feel like the bar is so high now that no one is going to get there. I'm 52 years old. I've lived, as you know. I've had, I'm the United Nations of Trade. You have to come so correctly. I went back on the apps and I just was like, I can't do this. I can't be swiping. I just don't have the energy because you have to like swipe a lot of frogs to get to a maybe prince.
Prince, right.
A maybe prince.
Yeah.
Question mark prince. So I may be done. I don't know. Luckily, I don't really want to have sex either.
Oh, I was gonna say, have you hot back in the D at least?
My pussy is like not on fire. She's not.
She's a little tepid right now.
She's not trying to like hop on anything.
Right.
So that's great.
Right.
It's actually very freeing. I love it, and I realized that I've never taken a year off from like dating, sex. Honestly, it's been 8 months since I've been plucked, and that's just like the longest I've gone.
Yeah.
The trade could be a little smaller on the next guy. There's like holiday trade,
right,
and then there's boyfriend trade.
Right. Like
holiday trade is that like, Christmas and Easter, you're gonna get like
your hair is
laid open, you're just like dug out, twice a year. Holiday trade.
Right.
But boyfriend trade is a nice little like, bloop, in the morning, bloop. You can just kind of bloop. My ex-boyfriend had holiday trade. So it was like.
It's not for every day.
There was a point.
All right, so speaking of dating the doll, I want to talk about, dating tips for the dolls right now. What are the dolls loving right now? What do they hate? What do the dolls need more of?
The dolls need more of men who own their attraction to us publicly with their friends on TV, on the internet, without shame. The dolls need men in therapy. The dolls need men who are sober and in recovery and not on drugs and not like numbing out. The dolls need evolved men who are working on themselves, who can meet the brilliance that we are bringing. And that is the thing. I think they can see it.
Yeah.
There's no framework for so many straight men, because we're talking straight men. And this is like trans attracted straight men or not.
Right.
There's not a framework for them to critically interrogate everything they've been taught. I asked my ex once, we had when things were kind of getting I was just like, have you ever had a moment in your life when you were like, everything I've been taught is a lie, and I have to critically interrogate that and come to a new space of consciousness? And he was like, I don't think like that. And I was just like, this explains a lot. And my ex was a straight, white man, blonde, with pretty privilege, blue eyes, fine. Why question anything? And it's, but it's a problem when all of a sudden you're dating a Black trans woman and the assumptions that people have made about him that he's been fine with, they might not make those same assumptions knowing that he's dating me.
Right.
And he wasn't comfortable with that. But then he had no critical framework to question all those things that he'd been taught. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the dolls need evolved men.
Right.
It's there for them if they want it. It's there. It's all the information is there. You can Google it. You can go to therapy. You can go to recovery.
Right.
You can read Bell Hooks. The Will to Change is specifically a book for men that she wrote. But yeah, that's what we need.
Yeah. The answers are right on the other side of the question.
Yeah. And that's another reason why I'm done. I'm just like, there are more queer identified men who are interested in trans girls, and that's changed over my, lifetime, which is great. And so I feel like I need to date somebody queer identified maybe, or somewhere who's just critically thought about the world.
They might be watching this right now.
Who knows? But I'm very picky.
Cheers to being picky and to the dolls.
Trans is motherfucking beautiful, bitch.
Oh. I know that's right.